The latest on Chantal, and again, the new advisory is in. I will read the coordinates for you. As of 11 a.m. AST, the advisory showing Chantal about 280 miles east of Barbados, and the center now 13.1 north and 55.3 west. So as you can see, it's moving decidedly west and just a shade north of due west here. So it's 13.1 north and 55.3 west now, and it's only 280 miles east of Barbados. And that center, pretty irrelevant, I'd say, because already all the action is now displaced to the west around that western semicircle. So squally weather will be into Barbados in the next hour or two, and then overriding the entire Lesser Antilles chain by late today. Again, the forward speed down a little bit, heading west at 26 miles per hour. We do have warnings up now for the islands of Dominica. Tell you what, I'm going to pick this up again so I can read this to you. And again, the tropical storm warnings are now issued for the islands Barbados, St. Vincent, and St. Lucia, and added now for the Dominica and the Grenadine island chains. So again, kind of straddling where the warning is has been expanded a little bit as far as where the actual warnings are for your islands. Here's the center, roughly defined, crossing 55 west now. So it looks like the center right about in here. And you can see that left side of that western semicircle is where the action is now. And there's Barbados, and it looks like very shortly the weather will go downhill with squally weather and some gusty winds. You may see some winds gusting better than 30 miles per hour before the day is out. But again, the forward speed is moving west to 26, and that easterly shear, if you will, is causing it to head too far west too fast to stack itself vertically right now, which means that if the center had the concentration of showers overhead, it would likely deepen quickly. But right now that is not the case, and it looks like that center, as said, crossing the 55-degree longitude line now. Elsewhere in the southeast, looks like the Midwest will be in for a rough afternoon, watching homeward bound folks around Cleveland, Ohio, and down towards Cincinnati later on today. Right along that I-71 corridor, things could get rough and tumble. The Atlantic Basin, rather active again. Tropical storm Chantal quickly bearing down on the island chain known as the Lesser Antilles. Let's get the latest now from our hurricane expert, John Hope. John?
Well, Bill, quickly is the right word. We don't very often see a tropical storm and this deep in the tropics going as far as fast as this one is, better than 25 miles an hour. Let me go ahead and show you the latest particulars on it. It was named at 8 o'clock this morning Eastern Time, and right now at 11 o'clock, center 13.1, 55.3, that's 280 miles to the south of Barbados, but moving 26 miles an hour. We're talking about 9, 10 o'clock tonight Eastern Time or Atlantic Standard Time for that to be all the way to Barbados. It looks as if it's going to come actually pretty close to Barbados. As a matter of fact, the warnings are up, tropical storm warnings for Barbados, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Dominica, and the Grenadines, and then tropical storm watches for Martinique, which is up here, and Grenada and Tobago. No kind of warnings or watches down as far south as Trinidad. Our main worry about this has been how much it might strengthen before it gets to the Caribbean. Right now, I think it'll get a little better organized, but hopefully not too much. Now, the islands south of here are the ones that we're concerned about. The ones to the north and, of course, Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, we're hopeful that this will eventually go south of there. But in any case, it's going to move into the Caribbean Sea tonight with maybe a little bit of increase in strength of what it is now. But still, we think as it moves through the Caribbean here, a good chance that this could become a hurricane. So this is one that we're going to have to watch very carefully. Now, the center of circulation is right about up in here. It doesn't look very well organized, not much better organized than it was early this morning, perhaps just a little bit. But we think the chances of it reaching hurricane strength before it gets to the islands now are kind of minimal, at least we hope so. But we're going to watch it very carefully. Actually, we haven't had a reconnaissance aircraft in there yet. We have one scheduled to go out there at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Let's go ahead and see what, look at the infrared picture. And as we look at that, not very much change in the last several hours there. And it's still certainly no change in the forward speed. It's still moving very, very rapidly indeed. Now, the water vapor, not much to see there. This dry area to the west is moving along just as fast as the storm is. So basically, it doesn't look like a whole lot of change for the next several hours anyway. So that'll wind it up for this time. Now back to Bill Keneally.
And thank you, John Hope. Again, tropical air ahead of a frontal zone overnight.